to the channel where we all can learn and grow together. If this is your first time on the Wrenches and Boards channel, I want to welcome you, and I hope you like what's going on here. Please subscribe, hit the bell's notification so you don't miss out on anything. I want to wish everybody out there a happy Friday. We made it through another work week. I hope your week went awesome. I hope your weekend goes even better. I hope you get to spend time with your family if that's what you're wanting to do. I hope you get to go out and get out, do what you want to do. If you want to spend time with it by yourself, hope you get to do that too. I hope you get to accomplish whatever you set out to accomplish this week. I hope that all happens for you. I hope your weekend goes awesome. I want to thank again each and every one of you for your support and to this channel. And it is Motivation Friday. I want to talk to you today. The most beautiful areas, the most beautiful scenery, the most eye-catching, probably been in all kinds of pictures with calendar pictures, you know, sceneries on National Geographic, you know, places it's almost, you know, tourist attractions, just beautiful God-created scenery. Chances are has the worst storms, but yet the beauty stands out way above all the storms. Sometimes we're going to go through things that we don't really want to go through, that we don't even want to wish upon our worst enemy. Sometimes we get tried. Sometimes people comes against us. But that is our opportunity to decide, even though it's really hard to, that is our opportunity to decide we're going to rise above and we're going to conquer and we're going to overcome. We can't have a victory lap unless we run the race. We can't overcome unless we have something to overcome. There's no need for motivation if there isn't times in our life where we don't feel like getting up, or we don't feel like accomplishing certain things, or we don't feel like getting out. But that's when sometimes we need to dig extra deep and rise above, especially now that it's getting winter time. You know, the trees are looking a little bare. It's looking gloomy and doomy outside right now. It's kind of hard to want to get out there and rake leaves or get stuff done, but sometimes we just got to dig inside of us and push through, because even though winter's coming and it's going to be cold, the cold weather, you know, could do some crazy stuff to our vehicles, to our houses, to us, our bodies. Spring is always around the corner. The leaves will come back, the fruit will come back. We'll all be gardening again. It's only going to be 4 or 5 months, you know, and some of us will be planting seeds inside, you know, and watching spring come and spring forward. But sometimes you got to endure the winter to enjoy the spring. You know, apple trees, fruit trees, pear trees, all of the fruit trees that we love, you get the fruit and the jams and stuff on. Those fruit trees has got to go through a cold period of so many cold hours to reset itself, to be able to regain its blossoms, to be able to produce fruit. Sometimes the hardest things that we got to go through ends up having the most reward when we decide that we're going to face them head on and work through them. They're hard, they're not enjoyable, and sometimes we don't even understand why, and sometimes the why never gets answered, but we can have a different why, and why we're going to go ahead and conquer these things. Because also we don't know who's watching in the background. and the people that's watching in the background just might get touched by you pressing forward and holding your head up high and just being your own self-motivation. You could end up being motivating to others because they're like, man, I see this guy, this lady, this person going through all of this, but yet they're still heading in every day with a smile. They're still going forward, doing what they gotta do. That gives me encouragement to do what I gotta do. And you can uplift other people just by facing the storms that hits us. Sometimes it seems like every day. But nothing's been promised easy. Sometimes we have spells where we get extra blessed and things just seems like, man, I almost feel like playing the lottery now. Everything's going so good. But then sometimes them storms that come. But we just got to ride them out. You know, thunderstorms is the best Miracle-Gro for the gardens. You got your gardens out there and everything's planted and stuff. Sometimes the thunderstorms could do a lot of damage too. But a lot of times the stuff that is growing, a lot of times the thunderstorms can make it pop up even more. You know, cornfields and everything like that. Sometimes you can get too much rain though, and that's even dangerous. But just gotta rise above the storms. One thing I enjoy watching on YouTube is a lot of other motivational speakers and different motivational videos, because at one point in my life I wasn't as motivated myself, and sometimes I still have my spells where I'm not as motivated as I should be, and then I need to just practice what I preach. But if you end up researching or Googling or even on YouTube, type in the words, no hands, no feet. Just type in the words, no hands, no feet. It'll pop up a motivational speaker that literally has no hands, no feet. And this guy has written books. He's a motivational biblical speaker, and he goes around giving words of encouragement, uplifting, and be a positive influence. And he's still able to accomplish all kinds of stuff by teaching, touching people's hearts. A guy with no hands, no feet. Just Google or even on YouTube search engine, no hands, no feet. There's another motivational speaker I like watching is Icky Johnson. I think I got his name right. But he is a guy who was real close to having an NFL career, and due to an injury, he didn't get to have that career, but he made another career of being a motivation and using his arm that's now, dismangled, or, he uses that as not as an excuse to sit in the corner, but as a tool to motivate and to teach and to go out and be a positive influence in his family and the people around him. And there's all kinds of people that goes through things, but yet they choose to use that storm or that moment to be a positive influence to others. And I hope I can eventually continue to be that strong, or even get that strong, where I can use the storms in my life to rise above them and be a positive influence to others. Even roses has thorns, but the roses stands out above the thorns, and they're so beautiful to look at. And sometimes those thorns also act as protection from things around it. So next time we're going through stuff, and it's something I need to work on myself, is just number one, trust God. And then two, make the choice to know those storms are for a reason. And sometimes they're to make us stronger and build us up. And I hope that really sits home. I hope that this is words of encouragement to know, even though winter's here, spring's right around the corner. Actually, it's fall, but winter's coming. It feels like winter out there because it's like 30 degrees. But spring's still right around the corner, and we'll be planting gardens and seeing blooms and flowers come up, and just, you know, a few months of coldness, and in some places it's even longer, you know, because of the where you're at in the globe and the way the climate is in different areas. But you know, sometimes the snow and the freezing weather is needed also to kill off germs and stuff. But the cold is actually here for a reason, and it's hard to deal with it sometimes, staying warm and stuff. But again, spring is right around the corner. And again, I hope your week went awesome. I hope your weekend goes even better. I hope you're able to stay warm and stay dry. Stay awesome. Stay safe. Find your start. Reach your goals. And I hope to see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.